Well, Shaun, thanks for joining us on Mountain Watch. I know you've been a busy man here in Sydney, so appreciate your time.
Yeah, no
how
problem.
has been your time down here?
It's been great, man. I love the city, and I'm just so happy that I get to keep coming back now that we're doing our event. And it's been great.
Yeah, well, Air and Style, there's a lot of hype on it. It's going to be a big event, first
Yeah, of
weekend in
course.
August. Huge, you're building a 16-storey ramp in the domain in the middle of Sydney. Music, fashion, the whole bit, it says it all, Air and Style. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great about it. It's so cool. We've done this, across the world in China, Austria, LA. Now we're bringing it to Sydney. So I'm especially excited about this one just because I know that the culture in Australia is very, sports driven and athletic. And on top of that, there's a killer music scene. There's a cool fashion scene. It's all those things that make up the culture of the sport. So I think we're going to be well embraced here. And so far so good, but it's like coming down to go time. I'm like walking the venue. I'm like, we're gonna put the ramp here. We'll put the stage there. This will be where people come in. It's like it's becoming a reality. So it's really great. Yeah,
well, the logistics of building the ramp, like the design, the safety of the riders, it's
of
all
course.
got to be a big part. Who's doing it?
It's a mixture. There's a whole team of people. I'm definitely. I know my role. You know what I mean? I give the overall vision of the tour, and help choose the cities, and weigh in on the lineup and things like that. But we have a really great team of people that help me accomplish this. And when we came to Sydney, we started working with a group called More Sports.
Yeah.
And we didn't just want to show up and be like, we know everything and we're going to show you what's cool, Sydney. We want people on the ground in Sydney helping us every single day to do the necessary steps to have a incredible event that people enjoy, so that we can continue to do it every year.
Yeah, like you said, music's a huge part of Australia, festivals all the time. But with this, Sydney, a city of over 4 million people, on your doorstep, you're introducing snow sports to a lot of people who haven't seen it, What are they going to see? How big is the air?
It's massive. I mean, it's such a crazy thing. Even some of the riders that show up, they're kind of have a fear of heights because you've never been in a situation where you strip the mountain away completely.
Yeah.
Standing that high up and then coming down the ramp and hitting the jump. I mean, it's intimidating. It's such a massive thing. And obviously, having done it at the years before and the events before, they've gotten used to it and accustomed to this style of riding. But if you're a spectator, and for one, you've never even seen maybe snow or snow sports before, you're in for a treat.
Well, that's going to be the biggest thing you can see.
For sure.
Yeah, and you got some of the riders, confirmed riders. It's a pretty amazing lineup.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to stay at that high level of competition. So, I mean, even a lot of the medalists from this last Olympics, Kyle Mack, Red Gerard, Anna Gasser, and then we've thrown a whole skiing component on top of that to really just elevate it.
I saw that Henry Harlow and
of course,
Russ Henshaw,
for sure.
It's pretty big. When did you first introduce skiing? Is this the first one with skiing?
We did skiing once before at the first event in Los Angeles, and as things went on, it just slowly it wasn't fitting. And then when we came down here, I've always wanted it to be in the event, just because I have friends that ski and snowboard, and it's kind of like that old kind of rivalry just doesn't exist. It's just kind of not around anymore, and so. And I know, great friends that would love to come and be a part of the event. And I got emails and text messages of man, I'm so pumped that we get to come and be a part of Air and Style, because who wouldn't want to come to a fun music festival in the heart of Sydney or the heart of Los Angeles and be a part of that? So it's cool.
Well, music's a bigger part of your life as snowboarding in many ways. Is that? When you first saw this event, when it was in Austria, what attracted your attention with it? Just the combination of everything.
Well, it was funny because the event was on a much smaller scale. You know what I mean? It was basically a big air jump, and then it's Austria, so it's like après ski party, and maybe a band would play, and it would kind of do this thing, and it's grown over the years. But when I came into my involvement and purchased the event from the originator, mine was to really blow it out and turn it into a full-on multiple stage sports and music festival, and really kind of have that footprint and that high level of expectation for music lineup, as well as the athletes coming through, food, you name it, everything that you would expect from a major festival or a major snowboarding competition. But it's great. It's so cool to see it kind of change and evolve, and then all of a sudden, the Olympics took on big air as a discipline, and now it's getting this recognition. It's just really amazing to see, as times change, what's going on.
Yeah, well, it's rolling. Now, you've been in sport for a long time, since you're a teenager. Like giving younger crew the opportunity. Is that part of the motivation? Like, you're going to see some heavy progression from these young guys, I reckon.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know. There's some amazing ways to go about it. I know the event in Los Angeles, we have a thing where, the younger kids that come through, we have an age group that get in for free so they can come and just see the sport and its fullest. And then there's like learn to ride areas where you can try snowboarding yourself. And then we had promotions with the local mountains so we could take it one step further so they could see it. They try it themselves, and then they want to go to the next level and go to the mountains. And so I think activations like that are things that we're going to eventually integrate into the event here in Sydney, hopefully, so we get people up to the mountains. We get that newer generation excited about the sport and wanting to participate,
do that 6-hour drive down to the
mountains. but hey, it's fun, man. Car ride with the fam.
Well, you've been down there. I mean, you had that experience in Perisher.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like doing the half pipe. We're talking a little breezy, you reckon?
It got a little windy. We weren't ready for the wind. We were like, oh, wow, it's just windy today, huh? And then everybody's like, it's kind of windy every day. We're like, oh no. So I ended up, we got a lot done. We got enough done at that time. But I liked the mountains. It's fun. I mean, people forget that I didn't grow up in Colorado. I didn't grow up at a pristine mountain. I would go to Snow Summit and Big Bear Mountain, and those were like, it's really hot out. You're in a t-shirt. Like, I mean,
full spring.
Yeah, it's spring riding all the time. The sloppy kind of snow, and not to say it's sloppy here, but I'm just saying, like, you make it, what it is. And if you're having a good time and you want to, progress in the sport, then that's your thing.
Well, progressing with the sport's something you've done. 2006 Olympics, you were 19 or something.
Yeah, I was 19.
You've been at 4 Olympics, 3 gold medals.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stellar career. It's pretty amazing. You ever look back and go, when you were grommet, going, I mean, you obviously had dreams, but were the dreams this big?
I mean, the Olympics wasn't even a thing until I was at least like 15 or so, at least obtainable for me. Yeah, I tried to go to the 2002 games. I was beat out by J.J. Thomas at the last competition. He went on to win the bronze. Is now my coach.
Yeah, Did he still remind you about 2002?
For sure. He was like, I was there with some tough love in the beginning, and now I'm here in the later on in your career to help you again. So it's been a cool relationship with him. But yeah, I mean, the sport keeps progressing and things keep growing, and I'm just like, I don't know. I think when I step away from the sport one day, I'd just be able to like kind of sit in awe of all the things that I've accomplished and done. And even these moments like today, you get to sit and kind of reflect on the fact that like I've been doing this sport since I was like 6 years old. I went pro at 13. I've just been going and going and going, and it's been great. I wouldn't have traded it for anything.
Well, I know you're friends with Kelly Slater. He talks about his longevity in the sport. He was kept driven by new talent, like Andy Irons, Joel Parkinson, etc. For yourself, is that what keeps you motivated? Like you get these, like the progression of people like Scotty James, etc.
Of course,
Do you just go, right, young guys, I'll show you?
I don't know who said it, but they're like, I only run when I'm being chased. Yeah, it's great, seeing those guys push the envelope, do new tricks and new combinations, these things. And, I think it's a new generation of athlete too, because snowboarding, it wasn't okay to want to win. It was you kind of like, nah, it's okay. I'm just here with my buddies and it's sunny out, so we're having a good time. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we're at a contest. Like, go free ride. Go hit powder if you want to chill. Like, we're here to win. We're here to, like fight it out for the title. And you got the newer generation, like Scotty wears literally boxing gloves when he's on the mountain. I'm like, oh my God.
This Olympics was a classic example. The pressure, the rival you were having with Scotty and Yumi, coming into it, it was all on you on that last run. How did you
Man,
it's in your mind there.
Yeah, it's a long story, but basically, that combination of tricks, I had never done it before.
Yeah.
I'd never done the 14 to 14 and put it with the rest of the tricks. And so I knew that I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it when it counted, and I knew that I could do it only because I would be in a situation where I had to do it.
Yeah.
And that was like the only thing that was going to get me there, because like the casual practice day, I just couldn't find that motivation, especially after I was injured. It was like overcoming the fear of doing the cab double 14 and then trying to put it into a run, and then all these crazy things happen
62
where
stitches.
yeah, oh for sure. And it's like, you know, they're like, you got it, and I'm like, I know, but I felt pretty positive I had it the last time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just hard to overcome those things. It's a mental thing, honestly, more than a physical thing. And so, you know, when I got to the Olympics, that second run was the first time I'd ever attempted it.
Yeah.
And so I'm at the top kind of smiling and thinking to myself, going like, all right, second shot at it. You know, how many times do you get a second chance at doing something? And I just knew I was going to make it count. And I sat there looking down the half pipe, and I could see the flag on the side of the pipe that shows if it's windy or not. It's just not even moving. You know, it's maybe the clouds are clearing slightly. It was just like I could kind of recognize the song that was playing, and it just felt like my moment.
Yeah.
And everything shifted.
Yeah.
And like if you watch through my goggles, like I don't even blink. I'm just kind of like staring at the half pipe because I could see the run unfolding before me. And yeah, I just let it happen. It was great. Man, really great.
I happened to be in California at the time. I was in Squaw Valley, in the chamois, in the bar, and that went berserk.
Oh, I love it.
Run. You know, like
I love it.
It was pretty interesting, you know, just to see.
Yeah.
They went wild.
What a great Olympics.
I was young Australians, and they all looked at me and went, bad luck.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those things. I mean, it was such a great Olympics for those reasons. I mean, I truly, you know, had to fight it out with those guys because I feel like normally, like I can distance myself from the rest of the pack, you know, with some new tricks or some new combinations. And with the injury, it really set me back. And not only, you know, physically I had to get better and heal myself, but mentally, you know, the mental setback was rough. And so it really evened the playing field by the time we got there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're doing similar tricks. I'm like, I just got to go bigger than everyone. I just got to send it. And that's pretty much what I did. I went as fast as I could into that first double 14, and then it just set the tone for the rest of the run. Yeah.
Well, that mental strength, you know, going into, you know, you made it public, you know, you're skateboarding again, looking at Tokyo.
Totally.
Like, what sort of prep, what do you think you have to do to qualify?
Man.
Besides skateboard heaps.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a combination of obviously like big tricks, things like, you know, what you've seen me do in the vert. But that combined with, you know, more technical things, because a lot of the guys come from like a street background, so they're doing kickflips and tail slides, all these things in the bowl combinations. But I'm excited to find it out. I mean, think about like how long and cold and hard this winter was, you know, and now all of a sudden like I can be in a t-shirt at the beach and like skate the bowl with some friends. And I'm so excited that it's not vert skating.
Yeah, right.
I love to skate vert, but I don't think I'd have the passion to get back into it if it were vert skating. Like bowl skating's exciting, it's new, it's different, and and it's a challenge, and it's just like a whole different lifestyle, you know, that goes with it. You know, I think about it in that way because it's the mental. Yeah. It's the mental that goes into it. So I go, oh, okay, well, yeah, my life, spending time working at something again, well, shoot, I'm going to actually be able to, like, I could be at home for the whole summer.
I know. You could
and that's training. I have a skate ramp in my backyard. I could go, like, pump around on the ramp. That's training. I don't have to fly to Austria and, like, drive up to the mountains and, like, get the helmet and the gear and go get a lift ticket and, like, strap, you know. And don't get me wrong, I love doing that. It's just, like, it can be hard after, you know, years and years of doing it. Yeah, you need it. You need a contrast. And I think it's the best thing for my snowboarding. Yeah, skating, because by the time I'm done skating, all I'm going to want to do is snowboard, and I know it. What's that? Oh yeah, for sure.
Olympics number 5.
Well, that's the thing is it's not the physical, it's the mental. And so as long as I'm enthused about it and I want to go snowboard, like I think I can accomplish anything. Yeah. It's just how do you do that after winning pretty much everything and doing it again and again for, you know, how many years I've been doing this. So if you could show up and be like, God, I love this, you know, that's a rarity. Yeah.
Definitely. And did it cross your mind just, okay, third gold medal, I'm done, I'm just going to cruise?
Yeah.
You just got to...
Part of me, I don't know. It's just like that's the... you know, it's my best and worst qualities. Like, I'm a competitor. Like, this is what I do, and it feels good to like accomplish something. And you know, we spend a lot of time talking about like what's fun, and obviously like learning new tricks is fun, and being on the mountain with friends is fun. But like, it's more than that for me. It's a fulfillment.
Yeah.
Working at something and like putting in the effort and the time and like, and then actually like accomplishing that goal in the end. It's this fulfilling thing. And so, and there's only a couple other places in life that I find that. So it's definitely, you know, deeper rooted than just like walking away or something like that. So, and would I want to compete again? Like, of course.
Yeah.
I'd love to be an Olympian again. It's the most amazing feeling to like show up and put your flag on your back and like, I don't know. It's a really special thing.
No, I can imagine. I can only imagine.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
5 times would be remarkable.
Yeah.
And, well, your focus now is on air and style. I know you've got a lot of work to do with that.
Yeah.
But, thanks for joining us here, and thanks for bringing air and style to Sydney. It's just going to be
Of
epic.
course. We'll see you. It's August 3rd, 4th, and 5th down at the Domain.
Oh,
and
mate, I'll be there. Don't worry about it.
it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, cool. All right,
Thanks,
see you
buddy.
then.
Cheers.